Today is Tuesday, October the 29th, 2024. Our second reading for week 44. Bart Warren is providing our reading this week, Monday through Friday. He's writing about Lazarus, Mary, and Martha. Yesterday we read about when Jesus doesn't come, when Lazarus becomes sick and even died, and Jesus didn't go immediately to them, and Mary and Martha both questioned Jesus about this. Today's reading, the title is Martha Preoccupied. Good reading today. Today's scripture comes from Luke chapter 10, verses 38 through 42. Martha Preoccupied. Do we ever get preoccupied? I believe we do. Unfortunately, Martha is known for being preoccupied with the wrong things. On the positive side, it seems Martha was hospitable, a hard worker, and willing to be a humble servant, and these are good things. However, even acts of service can turn out to be hollow and vain if they're not motivated by love. We see this in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, of course. We all know what it's like to get busy, to be pulled in many different directions: work, ball games, meetings, projects, vacations, illness, and the list goes on and on. We can identify with getting choked by the cares and the riches of the world. Jesus told Martha that she was anxious and troubled about many things. Now, over in John chapter 13, in verse 1, that pinnacle chapter to where Jesus washes the disciples' feet. In verse 1, it says that Jesus knew what was in man. He loved them to the end. That's John 13. But in John 2 and verse 25, what I'm trying to say, it said he knew what was in man. He knew Martha, and he knew what her anxious moments were. He knew what her cares was. He knew what she was troubled about. And so Martha said, "You're anxious and troubled about many things." He was telling her that she had made the wrong choice. Her heart was preoccupied with the wrong things. Now, Martha wasn't a bad person. She wasn't doing something evil and ungodly. She just didn't have her priority at the time in the right place. He asked this question: are we like this? Do we have so many activities going on, many of them likely very important, that we're no longer taking the time to pray? Have we stopped making the time to read and reflect on scriptures? You know, our number one excuse is always, "Well, I'm just so busy." We get so busy with our children. We get so busy with our family, our work. We get so busy with our toys and our play that we just don't have time to do the things that need to be done. He writes this: do we have so many commitments and obligations that we no longer make the assembly with the saints the priority we once made it? You know, that's just so true. So many will be at worship all the time until something comes up and they won't be. Martha was worried about other people, not her own relationship with Jesus. She said, "Tell Mary then to help me." That's in Luke chapter 10 and verse 40. This is an easy trap into which many of us fall, and that's so true. Are we more worried about and preoccupied with other people, what they are doing or not doing, than we are about our own relationship with the Lord? A lot of people, I know we do this. I know I do this. He writes, today I will take the time to focus on Jesus and my relationship with him. I will make a real effort to be quiet and distance myself from the distractions and the cares of the world that are pulling me in the wrong direction. It's so easy for something to snag us by the shirt tail and pull us back, and we think it's something we have to do. Let's make sure when we're preoccupied. We're preoccupied with doing the Lord's work, serving God, and serving others as well. Martha was doing that and seemed to have been doing it well. But it said about her sister, and we'll probably read this, said about her sister, but she is doing the good thing. She's sitting down and listening to Jesus. Boy, I hope you have a good day. Just as I was getting on Facebook, or getting on ready to do this Devo, I noticed on Facebook, Larry Davenport's about to have his Psalm thoughts every Tuesday. Let me encourage you to look these up. Psalm thoughts. He does it every Tuesday morning. Some of the best thoughts that you'll have all week long, really and truly. Just really good thoughts from the Psalms that Larry Davenport presents. Be sure and pray for those that are sick. Pray for my friend Paul Tillell. Paul is at home. I said he was in Vanderbilt Hospital, but he's at home under palliative care. But continue to pray for Paul and Karen, his wife. I think his son's name's Michael. Pray for his whole family. I heard that Rose Beavers was going to be having some surgery yesterday. I haven't heard anything about it, but remember Ms. Rose Beavers, if you would. Remember Pat Chandler this week. She's hoping, and we're praying for good news that she will get about her cancer and treatments, and just pray for good news. Continue to pray for Tommy McCorkle, Natalie Allred, and Ruth Tidwell, and Lana Donaldson, and Gary Penley. My friend Farrell Cochran. Remember my friend Sig Mueller? Farrell put on Facebook, I just saw it, that he had some stents. This is one of the healthiest and strongest guys I've ever known in my life. But remember Sig Mueller. He was the greatest athlete that I ever got to play ball with. Just such a tremendous, tremendous guy. If you play soccer, you know that name. He coached for so many years. But remember Sig Mueller. Pray that he does well through these stents doctors put in. And again, remember Paul Tittle. Remember Mike Three. Remember my brother Charlie and his wife Jeannie, and Harold, Norma Jean Rawls. Just pray that they're having a good day. And Jackie was telling me about someone else, and it's just slipping my mind right now. I'll remember them tomorrow, but I'll remember them today in my prayer when I find out. But have a good day, and thank God for the good things in our life, for what he's done for us. Hey, I'll see you sometime in the morning.